we're going into the fjords. But before we leave, I have a few instructions regarding safety on board. It's a very nice day, pretty calm, barely any wind, but there are other bigger boats out there. And when we pass them, it's going to be a little bit of movement in our boat, especially up here in the front. So what I need you to do is to be ready to use your legs a little bit actively. So similar to riding a horse, you want to put some pressure on your feet, maybe even lift your butt a little bit up from the seat.
Okay.
Because if we hit a big wave really hard, all that force will go to your back or to your spine. We want to avoid that. That's why we use our legs for like suspension.
Okay.
So most of the time it's going to be pretty smooth and we can sit down and relax and enjoy the view, but pay attention if there's wakes coming in our direction. And should there be any discomfort and for any reason, I won't hear you if you ask me to stop, but I will see the stop sign. One arm in the air, this means stop. If I see two hands in the air, that means you're having a good time. I want to go faster. That's also allowed, but if I see just one hand, that'll be the stop signals. Don't hesitate to use it. If you drop your phone on the floor, your hood or your goggles, no problem. We're gonna make some stops once we get to the fjord, where I will tell some stories. You can take some pictures, videos, ask questions, but it's gonna be about 25 minutes before we reach our first stop.
Thank you.
Just a quick. First stop is this place here. It's called Faktahollow, which translates to something like the Vagabond's Cave, the Vagabond's Hole. Named after something that happened here many years ago, 150-ish. It was a group of vagabonds that came in here to hide. They were actually arrested in Stavanger, committing some terrible crimes. And of course, you can do it in Norway. Arrested, but they escaped from the police officer and then came here with a rowing boat to hide. They stayed in the cave for several weeks. Yeah, up there just above the shore. And if you listen, you can hear the fresh water. In the back. Yeah. They had drinking water and could stay here for many days. This is where we will have the first activity today. So who signed up for the rock climbing? We're going to continue for a couple more minutes over to our second stop to say hello to some of my friends.
Yeah.
So So everybody, please be on your best behavior. If not, they will bite you.
The goat. There's a goat there. Kambing yan, kambing. So look. There. Where? Oh yeah, kambing. The small one. There's also a small one also.
These are my friends.
Yeah, you give mat
Black one
food.
here is- He's usually very social. He's eating at the moment. Nah. Nah.
Easy.
Ah.
Busy.
These are not wild goats, but they are owned by a farmer, and he puts them out here in the spring, so they spend the whole summer just roaming around this area, eating grass, and also a lot of goats coming, feeding them fruit, vegetables. They have fresh water coming down here from the mountain. They're living a pretty good life. Have an amazing view.
Yes.
So in October, when it starts to get cold, the farmer will come and bring them back to the farm. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Where? Where is the seal? Where?
Nasaan, Lin?
Where? I don't know. Ito one?
Ay, ayun.
Where?
Nasa may, nasa may...
That one?
Baso naman yun.
Where? I don't see that. Where's that? Yeah, there. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Bato, nasa ibabaw.
Nasa ibabaw. It's there.
Ayun, gumagalaw siya, nabumog siya.
Yeah. Yes.
That was the whiskey falls. Call it the whiskey falls. Yeah, but it's not whiskey in it. It's all rainwater. But it's named after something that happened here in the early 1900s. Because up here on the mountaintop there is a farm, and there was a German guy living at that farm. He made his own whiskey. He made a lot of whiskey, too much for himself to enjoy, so also he was selling some of his whiskey to his neighbors here in the fjord. That was not so popular with the local police. So it was a legal business. He had to get rid of all of the production, so he had imported into the river passing a farm. So it's down here as a waterfall. So in 1919, for a few seconds, this was whiskey. away all rainwater. Send all the water and the lakes on top, they disappear. There's no glaciers nearby here. No snow in the summer. Here we are now. This is our final stop. We are about halfway into the fjord. So the Lysefjord that we are in now, it stretches for a total of 42 kilometers. You can almost see the end of it, but it does curve a little bit around the mountains on the left side. Tiny village called Lysebotn, the end of the fjord. You can drive there with the car now in the summer, but in the winter the road is closed because of too much snow up in the mountains. The mountains in the end of the fjord are just around 1,100 meters. So it looks like we're gonna have some rain on our way back to Stavanger. We have to turn around now. We've been out for more than an hour already. What I recommend everyone to do is to put your hood on first and then the goggles on top of the hood. And then also zip the suit all the way up because you want to cover as much of your face as possible when going in the rain. The rain will feel a little bit like needles in your face.
Ili, nandito na tayo sa Stavanger.
Oh, wow. Ganda dito. Very ang Stavanger. Talagang exciting here. Yes.
Oh, happy ka ba?
Of course, of course.
Anong masabi mo doon?
It's a very exciting adventure. Yeah. Mhm.
Ang ano mo, ang basa-basa mo, bakit basang-basa ka?
Kasi umulan, di ba? Oh, baka pinamisan ata ako dyan sa nervyos.
Oo, na-nervous ka pala dyan. Kaya pala.
Sa una lang yan, pero masarap pala.
Kaya dito na
Masarap
tayo, dumating na tayo sa Stavanger. Ano, yan. Ang excited natin, no? Ganda-ganda, di ba?
Masaya.
Oh, masaya ka.
May masaya talaga.
Ang gwapo pa na sa likod mo, ah.
Ano yan? Mga security guard natin yan.
Mga security pala yan.
Security.
Bye-bye! Thank you! Ilin.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye din sa inyong lahat.
Thank you so much!
Thank you so much.
And subscribe! Rosita Ignar.
Rosetta Igner. Thank you so much.
Love you!
Thank you for the tour.